Welcome to the email mini course for tutors, where I'm going to cover the difference between a personal email service, something like Gmail. It could be your Outlook, or I'm sure Yahoo or something has an email service out there, or something like ConvertKit. And I really am speaking from the point of view of ConvertKit. If you're using something like I can't even think of another one. Somebody, I think, mentioned Tutor Hub or something like that. Or maybe you've got an email service inside of your WordPress site or something like that. There could be some things here, some great takeaways. So we're just going to do a comparison. And then at the very end, you'll get all the notes. And so I will include that, not only the recording, but I'll include the notes for you in the recording. And again, I apologize for not being able to have this in person. Personal things came up in our family that we needed to address. So I appreciate that. Okay, so let's get started. So first of all, we want to talk about the difference between something like Gmail, which is an email service provider, ESP, and something like ConvertKit or your own email marketing program that might be built into your website. Now, Gmail, and most of us have Gmail, Hotmail, I can't even think, your local telephone company might have something for you. You've got your email service provider. They are great for personal and business email communications because you can use it to send and receive emails. You can organize your inbox. You can manage your contacts. You can create groups. But the thing I really like best about Gmail, and that's why I'm talking about it, is because it coordinates with the Google Workspace tools, and I use them all the time. So you can use it for individuals, businesses, and educational institutions, which makes it extremely flexible. So I know a lot of schools use Gmail accounts, but they just change the end of them to .edu instead of .org. So that is what Gmail is all about. Now, something like ConvertKit, or something that would be built in to allow you to do automations, that email marketing program, something like ConvertKit allows you to get subscribers. Okay, and I'm going to be talking to you about that. Okay, and a system of gathering emails and having subscribers can actually be a great way to passively share your message instead of constantly being on social media, making videos and sharing those out, because it's a lot of work to do that, isn't it? Okay, so ConvertKit is an email marketing automation. It's a subscriber management, and it has campaign creations. And you can build an email list. You can send marketing emails. You can automate your email sequences. You can manage your subscribers. You can track your campaign performance. It is used by bloggers, creators, entrepreneurs, and small businesses. And since you're a small business, that's great. Now, here's some key features. On the left side in the bold, that's the Gmail, and the non-bold, that's the ConvertKit. And I've got some pictures to kind of talk about some of this as well. But Gmail, let me talk to you about Gmail first. Inside of your Gmail email, you can add labels to folders for communication purposes. So you can literally organize your communications. You can filter. So if you're searching for something, you can filter things out so you can find it easier. And it just improves your communication. And like I said before, it integrates seamlessly with the Google Workspace. And most of you probably already have that. And as a matter of fact, Google Gmail accounts are free. But I'm really going to encourage you, if you don't have a $6 a month paid account, you might want to consider it, because it allows for you to save more things like your docs, which are documents, your sheets, which are spreadsheets. You can organize your drive, which is where all of your folders are. It talks very nicely with Google Classroom, especially for those of us that need a place to organize our student work. And then the calendar is built right in. So it's super, super easy breezy to use. It has a simple yet powerful search to quickly find emails. It has a strong spam filter. Mine is set up, and I don't know if I did this myself, but I've got it set up as like my regular inbox, and then I can't remember if it's like marketing or advertisements or something like that, and then other. So you can set it up that way. It has phishing protection and a secure email transmission, because now if you're on your phone, you got to log into your phone, or you got to log into your computer. So you have to have a privacy password, a 4-key password on there. Maybe it's 6. I'm not 100% sure. Probably depends if you're using Chrome or the Edge browser, because I think on our old computer, I had to put in a 6-digit one. I'm not sure. But anyway, it's secure. It's plenty of storage for free. You can upgrade your storage space, and it works well on the internet, the web, and it has mobile apps that you can download for Android and then your Apple. And it works on desktops and laptops. That's great. You can access it anywhere. You can travel and access your Gmail. Isn't that nice? You can walk into the hotel. You can log in securely. Just make sure that you log out. Okay, now on the other side, for ConvertKit. So this is a little bit different. So we're talking just plain communication on the Gmail side. We're not running any kind of an email campaign, but ConvertKit is going to allow you to send email campaigns. Now, why would that be important? Let's think, if you're going to run an event, wouldn't it, an online event or even something that's in person, wouldn't it be great to send out mass emails to get people's attention? So instead of trying to post something, because I've done it, trying to post something on social media with a video or put something on my Facebook page, and I'm just hoping people show up, because they don't, I can create an email campaign and I can send that out in something called a broadcast. Now, this broadcast can really be equated to a digital newsletter. And you can add advanced automation rules with a paid subscription in ConvertKit, and you can send personalized email sequences. You can add tags, which are simply when somebody responds to a form, you say, oh, you want an information on the email mini course. So now you have a tag for email. And so if I do something else with email, I will just send the information to you and not everybody who's in my email group. You can do segmentations and list managements. The segmentation is really interesting. That is the one thing that I'm still a little bit unclear about. I know you can take pieces of information and share it out, but when they use the word segmentation, I'm not 100% sure what that's all about, because I'm just like you. I'm learning, and I'm here to share what I'm learning. And I think that makes it very fresh and very real for me, because I don't want to make a mistake. I don't want to spend all this time creating something and then not being able to actually send it out. So that's really important. List management, however, is really important. So having the tags and then having people who are interested in your, like they come in on a form, and knowing what form they came in on or what landing page they came in on, that might be what the segmentation is. I can literally see who signed up for what. And I think I've got an example of that in this presentation. It has built-in tools to create up those forms, those landing pages. Many of you are using Canva for that, but you might be surprised that it might actually be easier to collect the emails outside of that. So we'll take a quick peek at that. It allows you to see your analytics, to track your open rates, and to see what your subscriber behaviors are. So there's not that mystery. Like, I have a form on my TutorBird website for people to sign up, but I don't know who's clicked on it. I have no traffic information on that website whatsoever. So this allows me to kind of see who's looking and what does my audience really want. The nice part about this is you can integrate third-party e-commerce to sell things directly through your ConvertKit. And I've actually built 2 things for sale at a really low price that I have inside of my ConvertKit that now talks to my Stripe. And if somebody wants it, and they see it, they click on it, they can purchase it. And the way I've set it up is they get the download right there and then. So it's kind of powerful. All right, let's move on. So what are the user experiences? What are the differences in those? Well, because they're used for different purposes, there's kind of a lot. On Gmail, it's user-friendly with a simple design. Most people can use it quite easily. It's got limited customization, but you can do a few things to personalize your inbox. You can add signature lines to add information about yourself on each email that you send. It allows for real-time work experiences in the Google Workspace tools that I've mentioned before, and you can get support in the Google Help Center. Now, I have never been able to get a hold of anybody at the Google Help Center. Have you? Which makes it a little tricky sometimes. ConvertKit is designed for easy use. It has an extensive customization for email templates and forms. Remember, this is information you're going to be sending out to your subscribers. It has a dedicated customer service center where you can either find a blog written about it, a video that's been created. They've got like a Creator University that you can go through. I highly recommend it. Or you can literally reach out to a customer service agent and they will get back to you. Now, it's still more of a bot situation, but you will get an answer. And I just did that this week. I was confused about something, but in the time that they got back to me, I'd actually solved my problem. But they had a ticket going. And then I said, I've solved my problem. They said, well, thank you. We're glad that you were able to solve your own problem. So somebody was working on it. So they will get back to you. Now, the price differences. Okay, so this you're looking at this in relationship to, do you want to spend money or not? And what functions do you want? First of all, Gmail, you can get a free plan, but there's limited storage and there's very basic features. So if you're looking at the whole workspace, you're not going to be able to do a whole lot with your Google Classroom. It's really going to limit you. So if you're looking at Gmail, the whole workspace experience, and you want to use that as a tool for tutoring, I don't recommend going with the free program. If you're only looking at it as a way to converse and send emails back and forth for your business, it's fine. The free account is going to be just fine. Okay. But you can upgrade to a Google Workspace plan. They start right around $6 per month. So 6 times 12 is what, $72 for the whole year. You get your storage, you get access to all the business tools, and you have the enhanced security features. I do recommend it. And if you're charging even as low as, let's say, $40 an hour, that's really only 2 hours of work to pay for that for the whole year. I think that's well worth it. So when you put it into that perspective, sometimes you have to spend money to make money. Maybe a paid account is the way that you want to go. Now let's look over on the ConvertKit. ConvertKit has a free plan with basic features. You can get up to 1,000 subscribers. Actually, I just saw something come up on my ConvertKit that even said you can have like 10,000 for free. So their free plan, you can actually have more subscribers on, but you don't have all the automation. So if you want to do, the 1,000 subscribers, that's great. You can create an unlimited number of landing pages and forms, but you cannot automate your email sequences. I think you get one email sequence, if that. But you can upgrade to the creator plan, which is what I have. And I am recording this on May 22nd, 2024. And I believe right now that's about $108 for the year. But I decided to get the paid version because I was very interested in the email automation. I just this week figured it out right before I recorded this. So I'm hoping that all my new subscribers are going to get my email sequence. That is the welcome sequence. So you're going to get all of the free functions, but the automation is that paid service. And then once you do the paid service, you can add an additional team member. So if you have a virtual assistant, if you're big enough for a virtual assistant, then they can do the work for you. Hey, how about that? Okay. So this page, I should have put Gmail on because the next page, this is all about ConvertKit. All right. So let's go back to Gmail. All right. I picked 4 things that I thought that I could kind of highlight for you when you're thinking about Gmail and your management of it. The very first thing is right up here, the signature. So have you considered adding a signature to your emails to personalize who you are? My signature is kind of long, but I did that on purpose because I wanted those links to send people different places. Again, if they just wanted to email me, and I'm not really sure why I have a blue S, so I might have to go back in there and fix my signature. I just noticed that. But it's got my actual Gmail account, so if they just want to click on that, they can. I don't know why you need to because it's a respond. It's got my Tutoring with Sheryl website link. It's got my Instagram page, my Facebook page, my podcast page, and then the link to the Tech Coach for Tutors if you want to subscribe to the actual Tech Coach for Tutors, the program that I have. On the right side, I want you to consider adding labels, okay? So you can color code your labels, and you can, the one thing I couldn't figure out was changing the order of them, but that might be in the system somewhere. But these are some old labels that I had in there, and I was going to get rid of them, and I was like, no, I'm going to leave that in there. So I no longer substitute teach, but when they would send me my paycheck stubs, I would just label that so that when I clicked on the label, all of the emails for that are under that label. Bet you didn't know that you could do that. That's a cool thing to do. And then copy of my teaching certificate that came from the state is in there. And then anything that I was originally getting that was just for tutoring with Sheryl, I was putting in as under that label. That's really no longer an effective label for me because I get so much. I should probably say communication with parents, requests from other tutors, purchases made for tutoring with Sheryl. I could get those really precise in there. Now let's go down to the bottom here with the theme right down here. And the question is, excuse me, have you considered changing the theme of, that should say your Gmail account? My apologies for making the error there. And this picture right here, this one with the pretty sunset, that is a picture that I took looking out towards the west at sunset on our farm. And it was so pretty that I set it as the background to my Gmail. So when I open it up, I can see it in the background. But that's kind of a nice thing to do if you've got a family picture or something. And then you squint really carefully. You can see those labels right over here on the side. Now in settings, did you know that you can go into settings and you can change things? You don't have to leave it exactly the way that it is. So my question is, have you explored all the settings and realized that you can connect another email to your Gmail? Go into your settings and check that out. Don't do it right now. Do that in a minute because I've got more to tell you. Okay, now our next page is all about ConvertKit. Now you're going to see this page over here on the left side. You're like, what on earth is that? Well, that is my creator profile inside of ConvertKit. So when I send out a broadcast, and it's been a few days, I think it's been almost a week, so I need to send another one out. You can add them as content to your creator profile, and that makes them live information, searchable information about you on the internet. The other thing that you can do is you can literally share this page with others. Be sure to put a subscribe button at the top because people will want to subscribe to your newsletter. Now, for me, that's not joining my Tech Hub for Tutors group. That's just here, you're subscribed to this page. So I don't know if I really have that very clear on there, but like my Tech Hub for Tutors group is a private membership, and then I make that very clear in other places. Okay, now let's talk about the sending the email, because you're like, well, now wait a minute, you're telling me that you can do a newsletter. How do you send an email? Well, that's a really good question. Again, this is an email right here. So I can do a broadcast, which is sending an email to some or all of my audience, and then I can place it on my public feed. And I can create sequences that when somebody signs up for a landing page, then they can get a sequential list of emails. The other really cool thing about broadcasts, I know in the paid version you can do this. I don't know if you can do this in the free version. I'll have to ask my friend that uses it. Kelly, if you're watching, it's you. This question's coming to you. If you have a broadcast, can you schedule it in the free version? Because in the paid version, you can. So you could literally sit down, create your content, and you could schedule them out. That's something new now, isn't it? And then you wouldn't have to think so hard. So you can think about what kind of an email campaign you want to run. Are you running an event? Or are you just trying to keep people, make sure that they know about you so that the next time you're going to create something, they're going to remember you. Now, inside, the very first thing that you're going to do, and I'm not showing this in this training, this is just a comparison training, you can do a welcome message. My welcome message at first was really long. I just thought it was just this one-time email. Little did I know that it was going out every single time somebody set something up. See, this is what I'm learning. Don't make that mistake. So I have now shortened it. So what I did is I went in here and I have now personalized it. So you get your first name. welcome to my newsletter. Oops, I have to go change that because it says new letter. It's a new letter for you. We're glad to have you. Thanks for subscribing. I put this in here as a link. So if anybody clicks on this, they go to my landing page for the Tech Hub for Tutors. And then it says that I will be sending emails out to you weekly with bits of information that will support you. If at any time you wish not to receive them, please hit the unsubscribe button. Anytime you wish to return, just return. I think I have a link in there. Anyway, it's supposed to say just return to my website. Click to return. Okay, looks like I need to go in there and make some changes. It's always good to have more eyes on this stuff. Okay, now funnels. Did you know that you can set up sales funnels and add rules so that you can automate your sequences? Okay, they have a visual automation, which I found to be kind of frustrating. But then they have rules, if this, then do that. And I'm, again, hoping that I've got that set up right. It's a little interesting, to say the least. You get all this stuff and you're like, ooh, should I even do that? So I'm just going to say, get in and start clicking around and start learning. It is really interesting, though. Okay, so now that's pretty much my comparison. I am learning right along with you. I just took some training this week. I thought it was pretty good, but it didn't really answer my questions. So after this free email course right here, I want to know, what do you want to learn more about? Because I'm in the process of making an email course, but I don't want to just share interesting bits of information. I really want to know what you want to know more about. So I have a form that I'm going to be sending along with this video, and I want to show it to you very quickly. It looks like this. And so I just want to know, how did this help you understand your email service? What was the biggest struggle that you had when you are using your email? If you've got something other, you can fill it in. What questions do you still have that you'd like to have answered? And then please add your first name so that I know who I'm receiving this from, because I only get the email and I won't know your name. Okay. That way, if you've got a question, I can come back to you. If you want to reach out to me, you go to that page and you can subscribe at Tutoring with Sheryl-techcoach.com/profile. And then I also wanted to share with you, let's see here. I'm going to stop sharing for a second so that I can come back in and share the other page right here. Oh, I guess I just had to click over here, but that's okay. See, I get to learn all kinds of great things. You get the information in this form, and this is the form that I'm asking you to fill out. So we'll go ahead and click on that so that you can see that it is a live link. Okay, that is the form that you'll fill in. And then let's see here. I'm going to go back because I can't go straight back. Yes, I can. There we go. And we're going to come down here, and you can sign up for the wait list right here if you'd like to join the full email course. But again, I want to know more from you. And by the way, I made this in ConvertKit. And so when you sign up, then you'll get that little welcome email. And the other thing is that in order to actually be completely signed up, you do have to click I confirm this in the email. If you don't do that, you're not going to get any information. So that's always something really important to know. I am done. Thank you for understanding that I could not present this live. We had a family event. We'll be traveling that day. I appreciate your time. And again, if you'd like to reach out to me, you can find me over here at Tutoring with Sheryl, with Sheryl-techcoach.com on my profile, or let me show the banner. You can reach out to me. Where is my Gmail? Can't find my Gmail. Can you believe it? I don't have my Gmail on here. Well, let me just create it real quick because somebody might have a question that you would like to have answered. So we'll put that up there. It's Sheryl Uehling, and it's a little tricky, at gmail.com. And we'll just add that banner so that you can see it. And that's how you can get a hold of me personally. Thank you so much for attending today. You guys have a great day, and I hope that this helped you learn a little bit more about email versus email provider, marketing provider.